All right, we're going to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon on January 9th, 2025, and by posting the notice in the Forked River and Lenoka Harbor post offices, and by filing a copy of the notice with the Lacey Township Clerk as requested by the Open Public Meeting Act. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Here.
Mrs. Armato?
Here.
Mrs. Walker?
Here.
Mr. Conity?
Here.
Mrs. Claus?
Here.
And Mr. Armato is absent. All right, so we're going to go into executive session. Be it resolved in executive session.
Before you do that, I need to make a 6 o'clock statement because my name's on the agenda and I didn't know about it.
Your statement's noted.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Go ahead, keep going, Joan. Oh, she wants.
Red point. Show you. Yeah, go ahead.
It's
All
not
right.
going to take 5 minutes.
Are we letting?
Oh, you're making a statement?
Yeah, I have to. My name is on the agenda, okay?
Why do you have to make a
Suppose I
statement?
want you to take my name off the agenda.
Why is that? You applied for the board vacancy, didn't you?
Right, but I have other issues. Could I please just make a quick
Sure.
statement? Regina DeSenza, Sunset Drive, Sunrise Beach, former vacancy applicant, former board member, and currently co-plaintiff pro se, case docket OCN L003415-25. Agenda item 11 is a defective curative process for the alleged OPMA violation, and it does not supersede all the provisions of the order currently in place. I'm curious why you think so. I'd also like to know if SANU is aware of what you have put on tonight's agenda. Yes, no, maybe?
We're not going to answer since there's pending
That's fine,
litigation.
that's fine, I get it. I want to be very clear tonight from the beginning right now. I am not here because of whether or not I was appointed. I am here because I care about the lawful process, transparency, and basic fairness in how this board has been conducting public business. I do want to place a fact on the record. Although my name appears on tonight's agenda as one of the candidates for this vacancy, I was not notified in any way that the board intended to attempt a new appointment process resolution this evening. I learned of this issue by reading the public agenda myself this morning from the school website around 11:30 a.m., not through any direct communication from the district. This matters not because of me personally, but because it illustrates the broader concern in the case. Decisions affecting public governance are being handled in a way that limits meaningful public participation and public understanding. On November 20th, the board interviewed 4 candidates in public, then moved into executive session to deliberate. When it returned, it immediately voted without any meaningful public discussion or allowing questions or explaining why one candidate was selected over the others. As a result, the public could not see or understand how the decision was actually made. Just weeks ago, a case was released on November 24th. The appellate division made it clear that this kind of process violates the Open Public Meetings Act. The law requires that the public be able to observe the full decision-making process before a vacancy vote occurs, not after, and simply hear the outcome after deliberations have already taken place. I've said this many times. Board members and board candidates are public officials, not employees, therefore not protected by private session. A Superior Court judge has now entered an order to show cause with temporary restraints in this matter. The action reflects the seriousness of all the concerns raised and the importance of pausing before repeating or compounding a potentially unlawful process. I am concerned that tonight's agenda risks repeating the exact same transparency problems if deliberations continue to rely on private session discussions or if compliance is asserted rather than demonstrated in real time. A true reset requires openness, clarity, and equal notice, not speed. This district has been through years of litigation and public controversy. Rebuilding trust requires slowing down, following the law, and ensuring that the public can see how your decisions are made. That's what I'm asking for tonight, not a particular result, but a fair, open, lawful process. Thank you.
Regina, we've always had a mutual respect for each other and back and forth, so I just have a follow-up question.
Can you go back to the mic so we can be on tape, please, when you guys talk?
Considering, I'm not sure how putting this on the agenda with the names of the applicants is not transparent. I think that's actually going above and beyond it being transparent, but you referred to yourself as a former candidate for the board vacancy. Are you removing yourself from consideration?
I would have liked to have known my name was on the agenda. I really don't care one way or the other, Bruce.
Okay, so
Okay.
so we'll just leave it,
It could stay the
Leave
way it
you as a
is. I
candidate?
just
Okay.
think that if you're going to put people's names on the agenda, they should be told.
Okay, Sharon?
Okay. Be it resolved that an executive session be convened for the purpose of discussing confidential student matters, including but not limited to harassment, intimidation, and bullying, confidential legal matters, Grazi and DeSenza versus Lacey Township Board of Education, and the Lacey Township Board of Ed and Lacey Township Ed Association.
those are two separate matters.
Yes, two
So the
separate
record's
matters.
clear.
The subject matter of these discussions will be disclosed to the public when the reason for confidentiality subsides. The length of the executive session is estimated to be approximately 60 minutes, after which the board shall reconvene and proceed with business at 7 p.m. and action may be taken. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to resume the meeting, and we're going to start with our representative, Cooper Mick.
Thank you all very much. I am by myself tonight, so you all are stuck with me. Tatiana unfortunately cannot make it. So SGA last met on December 1st. The freshmen picked the June feature teacher and unsung hero, and they are currently planning for Battle of the Classes. Their theme is the game of life. The sophomores also planning for Battle of the Classes. Their theme is Monopoly. For the juniors, their Powder Puff was very successful. It was held back in November, and they also discussed their P.F. Chang's fundraiser, which is scheduled for today. And then for the seniors, from January to June, our Graham fundraiser will be going out to all of the Lacey Township School District. We are currently planning Battle of the Classes, and our theme is Candyland, and our meeting for the seniors to discuss senior trips is going to be held this month. And then for the executive board, they are also just planning Battle of the Classes. And for our December unsung hero, unfortunately she cannot make it tonight, but it is going to Delia Packin. So for each month, the Student Government Association picks one student who's creating a positive impact on LTHS, and that is who our unsung hero is dedicated for tonight. This student is an exceptional one who is determined and kind. She brings light to every room that she's in, and she has a serious yet positive attitude. She's a part of the varsity tennis team, the sophomore cohort for the STEM Academy, Interact, Choir, Drama, and Band. She's also in the top 5% of her class and has maintained straight A's throughout the first marking period. Lastly, she is willing to help those in need and is passionate and caring, demonstrating her positive influence on the school environment. So for these reasons, we congratulate Delia Packin as our December unsung hero.
Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Zelinski, would you like to?
I'll invite
Keep it
up Mr. King for some very special presentations. And then, I'm sorry, but you'll be next. Unless you want to defer your time to Ms. Perry.
I'm happy to sit down, you know that.
I do. I know your role.
That's right. All right, everyone, once again, we're here to celebrate some very, very special people. But this evening, we have actually a special movie to start with. So I'm going to ask everyone to please watch the screen at this time.
Oh, my God.
Board member Linda Walker is the longest-serving board member in the history of the Lacey Schools. She served 33 years, and more importantly, was elected by the people of Lacey 11 times and never defeated. I believe Tom Brady and Bill Belichick would like to change records with her.
It's a lifelong commitment. It's a passion of hers. She was a teacher. She was a principal in Toms River.
Interestingly, the first time I met Linda, she was a Girl Scout leader for one of my wife's best friend's daughters. And I thought that was pretty interesting that she did that. And she moved on to the Board of Education. And to me, as somebody who served on the Board of Education for the length of period I did, how she did for the time that she, stayed with it And it's just amazing. I mean, the dedication and the willingness to give up of your personal time. I have my internal gratitude for her, for the good things that she did in this district. And I have to say, the district became better because of her.
She was a catalyst to get people to work together. She was always calm, she was always steady, she maintained all the qualities you'd want a leader to have, and gained the respect of almost all the board members over those 33 years.
Linda was board president twice, maybe 3 times in my tenure, and the one thing that she did well was trying to make the people work together and try to get them to acknowledge that the other people also had a philosophy, if you would, on education. But she was very good at handling the meetings and bringing the group together.
She's like, hey, we're all here, the 7 of us all want the best for the district. But you do have to work together. I know in some of our tough issues we had, sometimes Linda and I were on the same page, sometimes we were on different pages, but in the end, we all came together for what we thought was best. And you would see the board a lot of times vote unanimously 7-0 on something. That's not necessarily where we started, or even where everybody was in the end, but we realized for the greater good of the district, we needed to push things forward, and Linda was always good about working in that manner on any of the issues.
She was also either the chairman of our board curriculum committee or on the committee. She supported our administration, our teachers, and most importantly, our students to be able to get the best educational programs that our finances could support.
Linda obviously was very involved with academics and also with the musical aspect of the school, with the band and the theatrics and the drama club and so forth. One of the things Linda asked to be instituted was down the hall. We have pictures of all the kids who were in the theatrics and the musical end of the school district.
But during her years on the board, we passed referenda to build a middle school and a high school addition to keep the district off split sessions. The high school referendum gained the unprecedented endorsement of then Governor Whitman.
She definitely was a leader on the board. She wasn't the 7th member that was, I'll go however the board wants to go. She was definitely a leader on this is the way we need to go and trying to convince people, to go in a particular direction.
And you asked what kind of a board member was she? I would say I think of the immortal words of President Ronald Reagan. There is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. And that defines Linda Walker.
It's an awesome responsibility being on the Board of Education. You're responsible for, I don't know what it is these days, it was a $73 million budget when I was on, obviously 4,000 some students, a staff of 600 and some. It's an awesome responsibility. And the state doesn't make it any easier with everything that comes out of Trenton. And so Linda being able to tough that out, it's really a testament to her fortitude and to her resilience and to how much she cares about the district.
And you don't stay in the profession and move through the ranks unless children come first, students come first. As a matter of fact, I guess within the next board meeting coming up will be her last, she'll continue to serve at Georgian Court University working with student teachers. You have to give back, you have to give back after you serve, and that's what she's going to do.
It was an amazing thing because it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of your personal time, and it takes a lot of work.
Congratulations, Linda. It's been quite a run for you, 30 plus years. I admire your resilience and your fortitude. I really enjoyed working with you, and I wish you the best going forward.
Linda, thank you for your service. Thank you for your time, your work, your energy, and always being available. Godspeed, Linda Walker.
All I can say is, again, my heartfelt gratitude to Linda for what she did for this community. She really did extend herself more than most people would even think of. So thank you, Linda.
And I think it's fair to say, as the longest serving board member in history, I did a quick calculation of the days board member Walker served, and it's 12,045 days, and most importantly, no cost to the taxpayer. There are many people that still believe that board members get paid. That's a lot of days to work for not getting paid. So, one of the things I'd like to recommend I would suggest that the board accept the donation of those days and put it in the board minutes for outstanding service.
All right, so I'll make you come up, but of course we have the proclamation for you, Ms. Walker.
I have to go.
Resolution. You ready? You don't have to go. You want to come
Oh,
up?
okay.
You want to come up?
No.
I know you. I figured you
It's
want to
okay.
stay. Known you a long time. Resolution. Whereas Linda Walker has served continuously 11 terms as a board member of the Lacey Township Board of Education since 1992, being re-elected in 1995, 1998, 2001, 2004, 2007, 2010, 2014, 2017, 2020, and 2023. And whereas Linda Walker has always displayed dignity and respect for the position to which she has been repeatedly elected by the voters of the Lacey Township School District, and whereas during her service to the Lacey Township Board of Education, she served as president of the Board of Education, vice president of the Board of Education, and has actively served as the chair of the Curriculum Committee, as well as an active and contributing member of numerous committees of the board. And whereas Linda Walker's background and experience as a teacher and school principal was an instrumental factor in the success the board has achieved in the many, many teaching and learning projects undertaken by the board during her tenure. And whereas Linda Walker has always displayed unwavering dedication and compassion for the students, parents, and staff members, as well as her fellow board members with whom she has served. And whereas Linda Walker has always displayed fairness and integrity in dealing with the issues presented to the board for decision-making, again, caring about what was most important, the kids. And whereas Linda Walker was steadfast and never wavered in making decisions for the students of Lacey Township School District as her first priority. And whereas Linda Walker was guided by a greater mission to always focus on what was important, and Linda's passion for doing what was right for the kids and helped others to see what she saw as most important. And whereas Lacey Township School District will forever miss such a strong advocate for children and friend of education here in Lacey Township. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Lacey Township Board of Education, Ocean County, New Jersey, that the board does hereby formally acknowledge the countless thousands of hours of volunteer service to the students and staff of the district and the citizens of Lacey Township during her 33 years of dedicated service to the Lacey Township Board of Education. The board does hereby formally acknowledge a deeply felt appreciation for the time, effort, and sacrifices, and acknowledges she has left a legacy and indelible mark upon the Lacey Township School District. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
That's right. I know that.
Thank you.
All right. Now, under less suspicious times, let me go over our December Students of the Month. Our first Senior of the Month is Olivia Miller. Olivia, come on down. Her family's here. Round of applause for them, certainly.
I'm Olivia Miller, and I'm proud to be named December Senior of the Month at Lacey Township High School.
Congratulations, Olivia Miller, on winning Student of the Month.
At the high school, I'm a part of the women's varsity soccer, winter track, and spring track teams, and I'm also a part of SGA and National Honor Society.
Olivia Miller is an outstanding student and athlete. On the soccer field where I coach her, she's a senior captain. She's made numerous teams. She's been recognized by the New Jersey Girls Soccer Coaches Association as being one of the top players in the state, where she will attend in January a meeting to find out if she makes all Group 3 South Jersey team. She did make second team All Shore, first team All County for girls soccer, and was nominated to be in the Girls Soccer All-Star game. But she's also a phenomenal student in National Honor Society, and she's just one heck of a kid. I'm very proud of her.
My favorite memory from high school was scoring the game-winning goal against Jackson and celebrating with all my teammates.
I've known Olivia since she was a young kid, and since I've known her, she's always been an outstanding student who wanted to achieve her best. She was an athlete who fought through all adversity, and she's consistently striving to make her community better.
In college, I plan to study biology on a pre-med track and eventually become a rheumatologist.
I wish Olivia Miller all the best success in the future, and I hope she has nothing but success in all of her endeavors in college after this.
All right. Our next December Senior of the Month is Ryan Brewer. Ryan, come on down. His family's up here as well. Round of applause for them, certainly.
Hi, I'm Ryan Brewer, and I'm proud to be named Senior of the Month for the month of December.
Congratulations, Ryan Brewer, on being named Senior of the Month.
Some of the clubs that participate here at the high school is football, baseball, and I'm a member of the National Honor Society.
Ryan, ever since you were a freshman coming into high school, you were extreme in all the things that you do. 1, the approach to where you actually took every single project. 2, the way you actually took that approach onto the field and in your clubs and activities after school. You are a natural leader who everybody gravitates to. You have honed that skill throughout your entire high school career. It showed on the football field as you were successful this year with a football team.
Some of my favorite memories here at the high school is Friday night football games and Battle of the Classes.
All of your outside interests showed inside the classroom as well. Your perseverance, problem solving, and creativity really helped you throughout your entire high school career. I couldn't imagine you not being in the STEM Academy. I couldn't imagine not seeing you every single day. I couldn't imagine without a class that having a Ryan Brewer personality in it that everybody tries to gravitate towards. You're going to take that far beyond the years of high school.
Outside of school, I like to work out, hang out with friends and family, and also work.
So congratulations once again, Ryan Brewer, on being named Senior of the Month. It is well deserved.
My future plans after high school is to attend college and pursue a career in physical therapy.
All right, see, that's it for me now. All right.
For you. See you later. Next up, we have our audit report from Kathy Perry of Jump Perry Incorporated. Did I get that right? Jump Perry Company.
Good evening. We did the audit for June 30th, 2025. The audit is required because you receive state money, federal money, you have bonds. The audit has requirements from the New Jersey Department of Education that we test a variety of items: payroll, processes, board minutes, bidding, payroll, the grants, how you spend your grants. A lot of invoices are pulled, a lot of people are talked to, a lot of people, we review a lot of items. In all the things we reviewed, we had no issues, no findings, nothing that needs to be reported to the State Department of Education or to the federal government on your grants. The audit was due, actually the audit's due on 1/15/2026 because of some delays with the Fed, but the requirements that had to be uploaded on 12/5 were uploaded timely, and the rest of the report will be filed timely. I'd like to thank the board office. No one likes the audit, but here we are, and it all went well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Can I keep going?
Yeah, keep
All right, I got 2 more things, and then we'll move on. And as some of the I'm sure some of the audience knows, we have 2 retiring board members as well with us this evening. We have resolutions for them as well. Not to let anyone be outdone. It'll be a little shorter because they weren't here for 33 years. But we have these resolutions, and as we always do traditionally, we're going to read them into the record. And I'm very proud to read them because the volunteer status of board members is just so important to always understand that. They volunteer their time, no remuneration. They get picked on sometimes, and it really is such an important role in our society and certainly in our town. So the first one, of course, is Cheryl Armato. Cheryl Armato has served 1 term as a member of the Lacey Township Board of Education and has faithfully and respectfully served as a dedicated board member. And whereas her service to the Lacey Township Board of Education, Cheryl Armato served on the Curriculum Committee as well as the Negotiations Committee, and as an active and contributing member of the board, always made herself available to serve as an alternate when needed. And whereas Cheryl Armato always displayed dignity and respect for the position to which she has been elected by the voters of Lacey Township School District, and has always displayed an outstanding level of positive boardsmanship to her fellow board members with whom she has served. And Whereas Cheryl Armato has always displayed fairness and integrity in dealing with the issues presented to the board for decision-making, caring about what was most important, and whereas Cheryl Armato was a voice for students and parents, and she selflessly devoted her energy to making our schools better, and whereas Cheryl Armato was steadfast and never wavered in making decisions for the Lacey Township School District. So therefore, be it resolved by the Lacey Township Board of Education, Ocean County, New Jersey, the board does hereby formally acknowledge with great appreciation the countless hours of volunteer service to the students and staff of the Lacey Township School District and the citizens of Lacey Township during her 3 years of loyal service to the Lacey Township Board of Education. The board acknowledges with heartfelt and deep appreciation the time, effort, and sacrifices Cheryl made for our district. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
I have one more. Okay, next to Cheryl, of course, is Mr. Conity, Jack Conity. Resolution, whereas Jack Conity has served one term as a member of the Lacey Township Board of Education and has faithfully and respectfully served as an exemplary board member, and whereas during his service to the Lacey Township Board of Education, Jack Conity served as Vice President of the Board of Education in 2025, actively served as Chair of the Policy and Finance Committees, and faithfully served as an active and contributing member of numerous committees of the board, always available to serve as an alternate when needed. And whereas Jack Conity always displayed dignity and respect for the position to which he has been elected by the voters of the Lacey Township School District, and has always displayed respect and an outstanding level of positive boardsmanship to his fellow board members with whom he has served, and whereas Jack Conity has always displayed fairness, integrity, and dignity in dealing with the issues presented to the Board of Education, caring about what was most important, and the district will forever miss such a strong and dedicated advocate for students. Now therefore be it resolved by the Lacey Township Board of Education, Ocean County, New Jersey, that the board does hereby formally acknowledge with great appreciation the countless hours of volunteer service to the students and staff of the Lacey Township School District and the citizens of Lacey Township during his 3 years of loyal service to the Lacey Township Board of Education. And the board acknowledges with heartfelt and deep appreciation the time, effort, and sacrifices Jack has made for our district. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay?
All right, I'll do a couple in my second comment section, and we'll move on.
Okay. All right, now we're going to move on to public comment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now opening the public comment portion in this meeting accordance to the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act. There is an opportunity for members of the public to make comments to the board. Please note that this period is reserved for comments only. The board will not be responding to questions or engaging in dialogue. The board's role is that the policymaking body. Operational and administrative matters should be addressed through the appropriate chain of command, beginning with the staff member or administrator most directly involved. All speakers are expected to present their remarks in a respectful, civil manner. Rude or harassing comments will not be permitted. Please understand that defamatory remarks may create personal liability for the speaker as well as potential legal exposure for the board. In addition, to protect the privacy of the rights of students and employees, the board will not entertain discussion regarding specific student or personnel matters. We thank you for your cooperation in helping us maintain an orderly and respectful meeting. An audience member wishing to make a comment will raise her hand, and when called upon, state name, address, or affiliation and intention to make a statement. Comments will be addressed to the board president. Comments will be limited to 6 minutes. No person shall speak more than once. This portion of the meeting is for public comments only, and there will be no questions answered. The purpose of this meeting is to perform our business in public. Everyone is entitled to a public comment. If there's any questions for the board, there's an established chain of command to follow.
Madam President?
Yes.
This public comment period would also include comments on the board vacancy, which is number 11 on the meeting outline, and it's also listed substantively on page 2 of the agenda.
Okay,
So
thank
any
you.
comments about the board vacancy should be made now.
Okay, great.
Wait, just, can any young members of our audience, you want to go? You can go. Yes, or stay, Cooper?
I got
We'll
homework,
see for you. I
guys.
know you have homework. Yes,
see y'all next
I forgot, I'm sorry. Now you can escape if you want. Congratulations again to our seniors. Mr. Brewer's making Ryan stay. He's like, God.
Have a
Good night.
Good night, thank you, Cooper.
Congratulations.
Have a good holiday.
Okay, now,
Okay. Anybody? Go ahead.
Hi, Ashley Meyer, Weehawken and Forked River. In October, I came before the board once again to raise serious concerns about special education in Lacey. As I stated in October, issues still existed, and I gave an example of my son's IEP being altered without permission. Unfortunately, it happened again after that. So on November 3rd, I was forced to file due process because my son's IEP was changed, because you have to file with the courts within a certain amount of days or it's automatically enacted. It took over 1 month for me to finally get my son's corrected IEP. And the change only involved a single sentence, to be clear how simple this would have been to fix. It was important, but it was only one sentence. I cannot understand why it would take the special ed department more than a month to correct such a straightforward issue. I don't understand why things are continuously made unnecessarily harder for me and my son. It is not easy to file due process. It takes hours to file paperwork, emails back and forth with the state, and it is extremely stressful, and it was completely unnecessary. This is now the third time I have addressed the board in public session. I reviewed the October board meeting minutes, and it says, multiple individuals highlighted ongoing issues with special education, including compliance and communication with families. And when you go to the board member comments, it says a recommendation was made that parents join CPAG, which is a special needs parent group. After that meeting, 3 people, 2 that I have never met before, approached me to apologize for that comment and for how dismissive it was. Telling a parent who is raising school concerns to just join a parent group is not a solution, especially when you know that I have personally gone so far as to have been awarded an emergent court order this summer. CPAG is a parent group that communicates issues with schools. So your answer to a parent coming to you directly is to join a group to tell them to tell you what I'm already telling you to your faces. I did speak to a former leadership member at CPAG. She said complaints weren't addressed for years and, quote, students with IEPs and disabilities have been treated like second-class citizens in Lacey, unquote. So I'm unclear how joining CPAG will help me. Students and parents in special education deserve better.
Thank you for your comment. Would anybody else like to comment? Go ahead.
Thunder Rizzoli, Sunrise Beach. First off, the 3 leaving members of the board, thank you for your service. I know I've been up here and said some disparaging marks. Linda remembers over 30 years. You know, I'll see you in the shop, right? Okay. Thanks again for your service.
Thank you.
I don't understand why all the candidates were rescinding the nomination. This is page 2, okay, of the agenda tonight. We're rescinding the decision made on November 20th. Now, in October, I came here, and I stood at the microphone, and I said to this board, be careful what you get advised to do, okay? Because when you're advised from a legal point of view, the entity making the recommendation is interested in only one thing, making money for his company, or in making money for themselves as an entity for further enhancement of themselves. The more we go to court, the more tax dollars I lose if we lose in court. Now, because we're rescinding what may have been advised to you by a legal entity, and it was challenged, we're losing money again. I'm losing tax dollars. The way to stop that, and what I've done in the past, was simple. If you're going to spend my dollars taking me to court for my company, whatever, you win, good, you stay. You lose, or I got to pay, you're out. And that's the way it should be handled. You people are nice people, all you elected people. You might want to say that you're an easy mark because somebody who is educated in a certain discipline like law, I have to believe that entity. No, you don't. You have to believe yourself. You have to believe the person in the mirror. Don't always accept what you're being told. Because remember, you're representing taxpayers. You're representing people in the town. You are the people in the town. And what you feel may be right. Not always what you're being told by somebody who wants to make money. for themselves and their company. So this rescission of what happened on November 20th cost us money. Also, on page 4, there was a resolution about an employee settlement agreement where we lost money again. Now, those are two examples on one agenda that taking the advice of an entity, a thing, that's interested in self-serving is costing the taxpayer money. Be careful. This is the second time I'm telling you this. I don't want to come back to have to retell you again. I respect you all, but just be more considerate of what you're actually feeling. Now, something else that bothered me, if we're going to do this, I see 2 members who are candidates here. I don't see all 4. Shouldn't there be all 4? Were they all notified properly? Something else I don't understand. Under the financials that are on the agenda tonight, the list of bills. And this is on page 18. There's 41 pages to the financials. Okay? On page 18, and the person sitting here tonight, it says fingerprint reimbursement. Well, wait a minute. If we've rescinded what happened on November 20th through bad advice, why was the person even asked to go to be fingerprinted and have them put out their own money to be reimbursed when they're not yet voted in? That's going to be done later today. Follow the procedures, follow the law, be more careful of what you do. The advice you're getting may not be as perfect as you're being told. I don't trust them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President, can I just advise the board that the settlement agreement referenced in the comment involved no payment of any money by the board?
Thank you. Gavin.
Good evening, everybody. Gavin Rossi, Forked River. I want to be clear at the outset, my comments are not about who the board is going to appoint tonight. It's about process, transparency, and respect for the authority of the Superior Court. As the board is aware, the Superior Court has entered an order to show cause with temporary restraints in the recent matter challenging the board appointment. That order was issued ex parte only after the court determined that the written record presented by myself and Ms. DeSenza met a very high legal threshold. The purpose of those restraints is to preserve the status quo while the court reviews whether the board's November 20 process complied with the Open Public Meetings Act. Proceeding with an appointment tonight, even if the board intends not to administer the oath of office, risks undermining the very purpose of that injunction. The restraints were entered to prevent the practical implementation of a challenged appointment before judicial review occurs. Taking a new vote now invites further judicial scrutiny and risks rendering the court's intervention meaningless. I also want to note for the record that this proposed do-over tonight relies on the same flawed executive session framework that's already on the record and under review by the court. A do-over conducted before the court has ruled on the legality of the prior process is not a cure, it is a workaround. The prudent course is to hit pause, not accelerate. In addition, I want to note for the record that one of the listed candidates, Ms. DeSenza, my co-plaintiff, did not receive notice of being on the agenda for tonight's meeting, despite being named on the agenda. That fact further underscores why restraint is now warranted. Nothing prevents the board from filling this vacancy in a lawful manner after the court has ruled. What is at issue tonight is whether the board chooses to proceed despite the court's order rather than in deference to it. The most responsible and legally sound course, and the one most respectful to the public and the judiciary, would be to refrain from any appointment action until the court has had the opportunity to review the board's process on the return date. I also want to address the individual board members directly and respectfully. Each of you is entitled to make your own judgment about whether acting tonight is appropriate while a Superior Court injunction is in effect. I'm respectfully asking the board members to consider abstaining from voting on item number 11 tonight. An abstention is not a vote against any candidate, and it is not an admission of wrongdoing. It is simply a decision to wait until the court has ruled. Abstaining reflects caution, not obstruction. Abstaining tonight preserves every option available to this board and avoids unnecessary personal exposure and shows respect for the spirit and the intent of the court's order of December 9th. Nothing is lost by waiting. The vacancy exists today, and it will still exist tomorrow. What cannot be undone is acting prematurely while judicial review is pending. For those reasons, I respectfully urge any member who has doubts, even procedural doubts, to consider abstention tonight. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Would anybody else like to comment? Go ahead.
Good evening, Lacey citizens and members of the board. Richard Bidnick, Chair of the Lacey Citizens for Responsible Government, and I am speaking on behalf of my entire group tonight. On November 20th, I filed a formal complaint against the acting superintendent concerning his actions at the October 16th board meeting. I never received a response from the board, which in itself is totally unacceptable, but not surprising concerning the way this board operates. Over the past 4 board meetings, at least 4 different individuals have come forward with complaints involving Mr. Zielinski, both parents and students. During the Library Candidates Forum I organized, a young female student spoke about having been bullied and physically choked by another student, and that Mr. Zielinski just swept it under the rug. At the same meeting, a parent stated that he was what was wrong with the Lacey schools. At least 2 parents are currently suing the district and have specifically named Mr. Zielinski in their complaints. One saying he blocked her from exiting a room during a meeting, and one parent stating that she was ignored by Mr. Zielinski for months before having to get an emergency court order. How many parents and students and private citizens must raise concerns about the same individual before this board takes action? Ms. Kloss, you have previously dismissed all these allegations and said they amount to defamation. Were you personally present for all these incidents being described? Do you genuinely believe that a young student who came forward at a library forum was just attempting to defame Mr. Zielinski? Why is the default response to characterize every complaint as a liar rather than to investigate? Where there is smoke, there is fire, and you're letting the district burn. I want action on the issues that I addressed in my complaint. Do the right thing as it's all on video. Unacceptable behavior by any employee of the district against a private citizen should never be tolerated and should never even happen in the first place. It's called conduct unbecoming of a public employee. Take action. I was present at the board meeting when the appointment was made to fill a board vacancy. It was shocking to me to watch as there was absolutely no public discussion on why one particular candidate over another was overlooked. The new resolution language that you are proposing tonight is especially damaging. The most legally dangerous part of the agenda, whereas the board made an executive session to deliberate on the candidates, interviews, and qualifications, whereas the board provided the public a meaningful explanation of the substance of its executive session deliberations, now therefore the board hereby affirms that the deliberations that it conducted in an executive session were in compliance with OPMA. This is a serious problem. The board is asking to retroactively declare its own compliance and to do so while their very issue is before a judge. This is not a cure. This is self-adjudication. Courts do not allow parties to litigate an issue, simultaneously pass a resolution declaring they did nothing wrong. That undermines judicial authority. It is exactly why courts imposed interim restraints. I want the public to understand that this is a do-over, in form and not substance, and that what the board is doing is being reactive to a lawsuit. Had the lawsuit not been filed, this would not be happening. This is a defective process and is emblematic of the failure of Ms. Kloss's governance. Violating a court order by contempt of court are very serious matters. Think before you act. At the March 2025 board meeting, I warned the board, and especially you, Ms. Kloss, that we would be watching everything that you are doing. And if you do not follow the law appropriately, action will be taken. We are transparent, but obviously you aren't listening. Until you clean up your act and follow the rule of law and policies, lawsuits will continue to follow. You are not special, Lacey Board of Education. There are rules and laws in this society, and they must be met. Take heed of my words, since you did not listen the last time. I would like to thank Ms. Cheryl Armato for accepting the challenge more than 3.5 years ago and putting your name on the ballot and getting elected. I am speaking not only on behalf of myself, but all of the citizens of Lacey Township for thanking you for standing up for the taxpayers over the last 2 budgetary seasons when the majority of the board did not. I salute you for your compassion, your spirit, your gracious behavior at these meetings, and being an excellent board member and role model. You will be missed. We both share the same fighting spirit, and I salute you for standing up for what was right even under the greatest pressure. But most of all, thank you, my friend. I wish you all the success in your future endeavors. God bless. And to all the citizens of Lacey Township, I wish you all a very blessed Christmas. This is such a good time to embrace the things that are important in our lives, and especially our friends and family and members who we all cherish and love. God bless you all, and Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Richard, can you stay at the podium for a minute, please? I have some questions about your comments.
Yes.
So you're the lead in your group, your club. Do you have an organizational
I
chart?
am the founder.
The founder.
And chair.
And the chair. So who is in your group? Do you name-
570 people. You can go onto our Facebook page and you can see all the members.
So you're saying that members that are there sometimes to observe are part of your group? And they agree with everything you're saying?
We've had meetings, we've done programs, people have come, yes.
Okay. So do you have, the names are there for me to see?
Yes, absolutely.
So when you threaten me, like you just did tonight, they're all responsible for your words? And don't say you didn't, because you just did. You can reread I'll give you another 6 minutes.
I'm not threatening you.
Oh, you did.
No, I am.
Let me just finish my comment.
Let me explain something to you.
No, I want to finish my comment. Excuse me. You have your page that you post things on your page.
Correct.
Correct.
So do other people.
Correct. And the people that don't agree with you, you delete them. And you've actually said that at the township meeting, that if you don't agree with what they're saying, you take them off your page. You've said it.
No.
It's recorded.
I'm
No,
talking, that is not
excuse
what
me.
I'm talking about.
I'm going to finish
I
my
block
sentence.
people, excuse me.
Yes, you block them.
Not from my group, madam, from
Okay.
other social
All
media
right, well,
sites.
we'll see if I get blocked, because I know people that you block on your group. But I'll go in and look, and I'll see
All right, go
who
ahead.
supports your
Yes,
words.
you go ahead and do
So
that.
you also support when someone says, I'm thinking of a public hanging, disregarded to the township citizens. That was
And who said that, ma'am? Did I say
Jimmy
that?
Cardone, but guess who liked it? You did. You liked the post. It's right here.
Yeah,
just
so?
you know. So you're encouraging.
I'm not
Excuse me.
encouraging, I am not
You are
speaking.
encouraging. You're not.
I'm not.
You're inciting violence, and I'll keep going. I would like to finish my
Keep
statement.
going.
Oh, I am going to keep going. That's one. Should we keep going? This goes on. Public flogging. That was another one that is on your page. And you're responsible. Your people are, it doesn't matter. You just claimed you're responsible. Richard, I'm sorry. It stops here. And it's not going to, if it doesn't stop here, we're going to take it farther. Because I will. You posted my car, what I drive on the page. Oh, it keeps going. See a red coat, shoot a red coat. This is on your page that you claim you're responsible, that your members are responsible. You want me to keep going? What you said. Give me a second.
I want you to say what I said.
I will. Give me 1 minute. I have it all here, Richard. And so does the police department, just so you know.
They called me already.
I'm sure they did.
And I spoke to them.
Great. And it's going to keep going, Richard. What did you say? Heads up, Lacey citizens. A call to action is requested by your loyal chair. And you just said it tonight. What do you mean by a call of action? That seems pretty threatening to me. There needs to be a thorough cleansing of the school district. It needs to start with the board president, Kim Claus. What does that mean, Richard? It seems like a threat to me. It just goes on and on. Those are your words, no one else. I hope for your sake you will never consider running for any public office in this town. You just said that a couple weeks ago. Or what? Or what? Explain or what? You're threatening. And we've had it. The board has had it. I have had it, Richard. Your group, I want the names so everybody can be responsible. And I can guarantee they're only there to watch. Because okay, well, let's figure this out, because we've had enough. And you come up here, you say what you want to say, you encourage and incite violence every time you post. You fight with people and you're angry all the time. And this is supposed to be a night of celebration for the 3 board members that have dedicated their volunteer time that are leaving. This is their time. And you made it about you. You make it about you every day when you post. You go to the township meeting, you complain about the board. Keep it here. Go to the township and talk about township issues. But it's public speaking, you can say what you want. But it's enough, Richard. And you know what? We offered for you to come into the board office and make an appointment and come in. We offered it, there was an olive branch, and you never called. So if you want to have a conversation, call. But don't be using social media and inciting violence, because we've had it. All these printouts the police department has. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sure. I know you have, because I went in 4 times.
I'm a library director. We do not.
You're not a library director anymore, Richard. It doesn't matter. I'm a physical therapist then. Okay, that's my background. Big deal. You are responsible when you start your angry comments all the time. It's every time you're angry. Support something instead of fighting against. It's enough. I've had enough of this. I do want to hear it, and I want to work with you. Oh, we are following the law. Thank you. All right. Anybody else for public comment? Go ahead. You're up.
Well, and you? Sean Giordano, 718 Roanoke Drive. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Linda Walker for her 33 years of service. I ran against Linda during my first campaign under the assumption that the board needed new blood and ideas. Having had the opportunity to get to know Linda and to serve alongside her, I quickly learned that her experience and expertise in education was a tremendous asset to this district and to me as a fellow board member. You certainly taught me a lot. While we disagreed maybe a few times, we always worked together as a team for the best interest of the students, staff, and the district as a whole. Linda, thank you for serving for 33 years, 12,000 and something days. It's incredible. Being a good teammate and a friend. I do want to commend the board for their selection of Kerry Opitz, who has 2 children in the district. I wish her, I've never even met you or seen you before, but I wish you success in your role as a board member. This brings me to my next topic. In the beginning of December, I had asked Business Administrator Ms. Ormsby how many emails the district received from 3 individuals. They're sitting behind me. Gavin Rossi, Richard Bidnick, and Regina DeSenza. Over the 3-year period that she was BA, the number is roughly 500. I also asked about the number of emails sent to her predecessors, going back 5 years. I wanted longer, but 5 years was enough. Nearly another 500. Over an 8-year period, that's nearly 1,000 emails from 3 individuals that don't have children in the district. Yes, they're taxpayers, and it's their right. Most, if not all, of these emails didn't pertain to running the district or the students that it serves. Many of these emails revolved around unnecessary OPRA requests and data pulls, which take time, resources, and have financial costs associated with them, some of which are significant. The 3 of them have wasted countless hours of your time and wasted thousands of dollars that belong to the students of this district. I want the taxpayers and the residents to hear that loud and clear. Sadly, so when they come up here and talk about wasteful spending and financial mismanagement, they're part of the problem. Their agenda of finger-pointing, mudslinging, and creating conflicts where there are none, particularly when they don't get their own way, needs to stop. Sadly, to this day, it continues. In fact, within the last 2 weeks, Rossi and DeSenza have filed legal proceedings against the district over procedural appointment of Ms. Opitz. I can all but guarantee that if DeCenza was appointed, it would be a non-issue. More money and time being wasted. Siri agrees. Ms. DeCenza served on this board after several losing elections. She had her chance to make a difference, as did I. I'd let the public decide who did better. After losing election bids for senator and sheriff, maybe she'll run again for the board. Perhaps if she does, I can guarantee you I will, because I know the outcome. I'm happy to speak with any member of the public that would like to talk about this. I'd like to wish you guys all a Merry Christmas. Linda, thank you so much for your service. Cheryl and Jack, thank you for your service as well. It's a volunteer role, and you guys stepped up.
Thank you.
A lot of people are afraid to do that because of these three. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to have a public comment? Regina.
They're all going.
First, thank you for allowing me to speak at 6 o'clock. Regina DeCenza, Sunset Drive, Sunrise Beach. Many of those emails that Mr. Giordano refers to are appointments for bill reviews, which I have been doing monthly for over 15 years. And yes, sometimes we have to go back 3 or 4 times to agree on a date and time. Not every single email is an Oprah request. And Mr. Giordano, you have to admit that when I got your emails in 2019 and saw that you were investigating me with those emails, you have to think about it. I'm going to be very interested in people's emails from then on, okay? And what about the $200 grand for all your appeals for the ethics charges when you spent $5 grand investigating me? And you were perfectly welcome to do so, but you needed to pay for it yourself. Okay, so you can complain all you want about my emails and my Oprah requests, but a lot of those emails are just appointments for bill reviews, and too damn bad about the Oprah requests because I have to check and see what people are doing.
Anybody else like a public comment? You can only go once, Sean, I'm sorry.
New rules.
New rules.
New rules.
Skip?
Mr. Peters.
Skip Peters, Forked River, Seaside, Lenoka Harbor. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's kind of weird sitting on this side, saying to myself after 6 years sitting on that side, wow, now I know how it feels on this side. But I know 100% that no matter how much you speak at this microphone, you have a ton more power up there than sitting here. And people in the past have said that they're stronger at their microphone than actually being there. Mr. Connolly, thank you for your service. Appreciate it. It was a pleasure. Had a great time working with you. Had a lot of fun. Mrs. President Klaus, this woman I worked with as being president of this board myself. She was my vice president. I've worked underneath her as her being the president. This woman has a passion for this town like you would not believe. There's a lot of accusations out there. There's people on Facebook throwing mud, how Mr. Peters, apparently on Lacey, New Jersey, just scattered out of town and had an emergency reason. Got Richard recorded. So
Skip, just try to keep your
You're right, my apologies. So there's no attention needed up here for me, but on the other hand, other people need the attention. They put that on social media, attention needed. So there is none needed here whatsoever. Mrs. Downing.
Yes, Mr. Peters.
Mrs. Downing.
Yes.
I've ran with her in a team with also Mr. Giordano. We've ran together. She and her education and her passion and her making things right and keeping things calm when things got out of control. I am so unfortunate for the new board members not to serve with you, because what you offered to any new board member as advice or decisions or whatever it might be, and I'm sure Jack can tell you that, right? That it was just an amazing event. I feel sorry for them that they're not going to be able to receive that guide and passion that you had to them. And thank you for your 33 years, correct? That's a lot of missed dinners. That's a lot of missed birthdays. That's a lot of missed phone calls. There's a lot of missed family organizations. Trust me, I did it for 6 years. I know it's there. All right? Some of you don't realize how tough it is actually being up there. Unfortunately, as board president, it hit me kind of hard. Six deaths in the district, the term I was board president. I know I had no control over that whatsoever, but being a leader of a program up there, you say to yourself at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're wide awake, what could I have done different to save that child? You had 0 interactions with the children whatsoever in the district, except handing them an award once in a while. But you still, and I'm sure other board members did, take it to heart that year. That was a pretty rough year between the suicides and car accidents. So to the new board members, keep your head up. Doesn't matter what these people say. I'm sorry, I'll face it.
Just address us.
Yep, sorry. Doesn't matter what they say. They always went in 1 year and out the other. All right? Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Thank you.
Where's Mr. Amon?
Excuse me?
Mr. Amon?
It is opening night.
Oh,
for Quad City
okay.
Event.
Okay, gotcha. Wanted to say hi to him, too. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to speak? Before we move on, I just want to apologize for me raising my voice. It's just got the better of me, and I've never done it up here, but I'm just extremely frustrated at the comments that are appearing by a couple people on Facebook, and it's at the point where I feel threatened, and I'm sure the board does too, so
Excuse me, is public comment ended?
it's over,
Yes.
yeah.
You know that thing is like, I forgot one more thing?
No. I'll do
Don't put it up, go ahead.
I'll do it in mine.
I'll say it
Oh,
next week.
okay. Okay. So anyway, I'd just like to apologize for that. And we're going to move on. Okay, where are we? Okay, we did not have any board committees this month, so we're going to skip that. And we do have a superintendent comment.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Ms. Peters, you were late. I have a resolution for you for your years of service as well. You missed all the others. Here it is, yours. You want to come back up to the stand? You can. Come back up here. All right. Resolution. This is whereas Harold Skip Peters has served over 5 years as a member of the Lacey Township Board of Education. And whereas Skip Peters has always displayed dedication for the position to which he has been elected by the voters of the Lacey Township School District. And whereas during his service to the Lacey Township Board of Education, he served as president of the Board of Education in 2024, actively served as chair of both the Finance and Facilities Committees, was a contributing member of the Policy and Curriculum Committees, and served as a member of many ad hoc committees over his term. Whereas Skip Peters always displayed fairness in dealing with the issues presented to the board for decision-making, caring about what was the most important, the kids. And whereas Skip Peters' experience in his professional life as an educator and personal life as a home contractor served the board well, as he had a passion for curriculum and developing the whole child. His experiences allowed him to quickly create understanding, assist with problem solving, and gather information to be an informed decision maker. And whereas Lacey Township School District is grateful for such a strong advocate for children and friend of education. And now, be it resolved by the Lacey Township Board of Education, Ocean County, New Jersey, that the board does hereby formally acknowledge the countless hours of volunteer service to the students and staff of the district and the citizens of Lacey Township for over his 5 years of dedicated service to the Lacey Township Board of Education. The board does hereby formally acknowledge with deeply felt appreciation the time, effort, and sacrifices he made for our district and wishes him many unencumbered weekday evenings to spend with his family and friends. Thank you on this day, Mr. Peters.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move on to board member comments. Let's start with Ms. Walker.
Okay. Okay, I tried to make this as short as I could, but 33 years, hard to cut it short. But first of all, I want to express my gratitude for the well wishes and kind words I've received since announcing that I wasn't running for another term on the board. My top priority has been my husband, who is battling stage 4 cancer. I sincerely thank this board and administration for your support during this difficult time. Your calls, texts, and presence meant the world to us. To our new board members, congratulations on taking one of the most challenging roles despite not being financially compensated. And remember that over 5,000 people voted for you, and you are here for the children of this district. Don't let anyone steer you away from that mission. There are voices in this town that have clouded its true essence, but don't be intimidated. You have the support of a strong majority in Lacey. My advice is simple: listen and learn. Ask questions, and don't assume you have all the answers. Pay attention to staff in our schools. They offer invaluable insight. As board members, you are held to a higher standard. Embrace your training and approach your new roles with eagerness. Jack, I wish you could have stayed. You have been an invaluable member to this board, and I wish you a lot of luck. It's been a pleasure working with you. Skip, thank you for the memories and the numerous phone calls back and forth. And Cheryl, while we may have disagreed on many issues, our mutual respect has always been there, and I appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you, Mr. Zielinski, for stepping up as acting superintendent. Despite facing criticism, you've made a significant impact on our district, improving test scores and rankings. While people often dislike hearing no, you always prioritize the best interest of this district. Good luck, Sharon, in your new position. Your departure is definitely their gain. Thank you to all the voters in Lacey Township for your trust in me throughout my 11 terms, even in the face of unjust recalls and disrespectful actions. I have always prioritized the children of this district. I'm grateful to all the former and present board members I've had the honor to work with. Wishing you all and your families a wonderful holiday season. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Linda. You have no idea how much we're going to miss you. Yeah, we cherish every minute. Thank you. Mr. Bell, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, there's a lot I'd like to say, but I'll try not to go on. To those that are moving on, Jack, Cheryl, Skip, Sharon, I've really enjoyed working with you guys and your passion, and even at points where we disagreed, the respect that was there to disagree agreeably has been a blessing. Linda, I don't see how you did it, but I do appreciate, and I've said this to Linda because I believe it's important to say things in person, not just when they're leaving the scene. And I've reminded her over and over how her grace has impacted the district. She's taken some pretty hard hits while walking through one of the most terrific trials you can, shows up at a board meeting and just with grace just continues the job. And she has taught me so much. Any committee that I was on with her, we'd all be talking, but when Linda would say, well, we need to, it was almost like everybody stopped and turned because we knew that she had a perspective that we probably hadn't thought of. And it's been good to work with her. There's a lot of disrespect that flies around in this room. Tonight, I saw one of the most damaging ones. As Ms. Klaus was leading us in the pledge to the flag, someone entered the room, did not stop, did not look at the flag, just continued walking. I have friends that have taken bullets for that flag. That flag is what gives us the freedom that we have. When I saw someone walk into the room and have such disrespect for that flag to continue walking till they reached their destination, I realized that we're dealing with somebody that probably doesn't respect much. And I would encourage that individual, they know who they are, as you stand at that platform there and tell us to respect the laws, you may want to go home tonight and look in the mirror and remember that that flag is what gives us the right to have this kind of a meeting. And it hurt because, like I said, I've got friends that took bullets for it. And so, as the disrespect flies, it's important that we kind of examine ourselves. We mentioned all the lost time with family as you donate time to the school district, of which my boys never attended, of which my grandchildren will probably never attend. They don't live in this town. But I felt responsible as a member of this community to donate some time to this district. Tonight, I had to get up. I was watching a Christmas movie with my 6-year-old granddaughter. It was only about 45 minutes into the movie. She said, "Poppy, where are you going?" I said, "Well, Poppy's got to go to a board meeting because I'm on the Board of Ed." Because I want my kids to understand the importance, and my grandkids, the importance of donating back to our community. But the Christmas movie I was watching, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, it's called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. I'm not a big fan to push movies, but I would encourage everybody, go home. It costs us $4 above all the taxes that we've raised. But I was willing to make that $4 investment to watch a movie. If you don't watch any other movie this season, I would encourage you to watch that because every person in this room is represented in that movie. Try to pick yourself out. If you can't find yourself, I'm a pastor, I offer this often. Come ask me, I'll tell you who you are. We would do well to watch that movie and remember there's a bigger cause here. And so rather than getting on your own little soapbox or stepping up to the podium, there's a community. We need to be respectful. We're trying to get the young people to be that. I sure hope they don't watch some of the board meetings. I really do. But I do appreciate all of the work that goes in. I appreciate each of our staff members. The guy to my right here. I'm just going to be honest. When I first came to a board meeting, I thought, man, he is the most arrogant guy. And now that I see what he has to do, he's like one of the kindest people I know. When you're carrying this much on your shoulders, it's a lot. And I don't want him to get a big head. We've had to butt heads. I've had to look at him and say, no, I don't agree with you. And he said, that's all right. You're the Board of Ed, whatever you want to do. And so I appreciate the time. And it's not just him, by the way. He's got a whole team that I appreciate working with him and just the work that goes on here. Proud to be part of it. Glad that I could serve. I'm not doing 33 years, Linda. I'm not. Sorry. I don't have that fortitude. But to the new members that are coming in, don't let it shake you. We got your back. We'll agree with you. We'll disagree with you. Ms. Opitz, thank you for causing such a stir. It's been a blessing. And look forward to working with you whenever we get to. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Cheryl, is there anything you'd like to say?
First, I'd like to say I do know that movie, and that's the producer that did The Chosen. Excellent.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I will say, as the last meeting, this was very fiery. This was a very intense meeting. So as this is my final public comment, concluding my 3-year term, I want to begin by congratulating our Students of the Month. It has truly been a pleasure recognizing so many students whose hard work and dedication reflect the best of our schools. I'd also like to extend my best wishes to the newly elected board members as you begin your service in January. Thank you for stepping forward to serve. This role carries significant responsibility, and my hope is that you approach it with care, transparency, and accountability. for how decisions impact both our schools and our broader community. To my fellow board members, thank you for the time, effort, and commitment you have given to this district. While many times we agreed to disagree, I believe we all showed up with intention of doing what we felt was right. I appreciate the conversations, the collaboration, and the work we have done together. I also want to thank our administration, staff, students, and families in their continued dedication and support. Serving this community has been an honor. As I close out my term, I do so with gratitude and respect for this role and the trust placed in all of us who serve. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a peaceful holiday season, and a healthy, happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Conity?
Yeah, pretty much everything that Mr. Armato said was spot on. Olivia, Delia, Ryan, congratulations. Thank you to everybody up here, administration, staff, students, my family. Mrs. Walker, known you a very long time,
Very long.
and I've only ever known her on the board, besides a friend's mom. It's been a heck of a 3 years, and I appreciate all of support and the guidance and phone calls on what are we doing, and you explained it all, and thank you.
Welcome.
Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. I think Ms. Armato said it correctly. Tonight was a very fiery meeting, and I wish it didn't happen. Again, I apologize for getting loud. But speaking to the community, I just am asking that we make a better effort to work with each other. We're not against people, and I wish that a certain group wasn't always against us. We do want to hear what you have to say. Some ideas are great, some we feel aren't great. If we don't agree, it doesn't mean that we're wrong. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means the board that was elected by the people don't agree with you. And that's okay. We don't have to always agree. But it doesn't have to be this battle every month or every day. I'm tired of getting the screenshots and the phone calls about these attacks for the board and the superintendent, and it's just not necessary. We live in a community. These are our neighbors. You're our neighbors. And we just need to be better. And it seems like we talk about this all the time, and it's just not happening. So, whatever we can do to make it better without being attacked, let's do it. Let's meet. It's the only way to improve our community. But this is going nowhere. I've been on the board 5 years, and it's a circle with the same group of people. Let's move forward for the kids. We have a big budget season ahead. We know it's not going to be good already, so let's work together. It's the only way to get through, okay? But these constant attacks, if you're not going to end them, then maybe we'll have to take a process to see if we can, because, these attacks that we're getting now online are pretty threatening. I mean, flogging, shooting, public hanging. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's encouraged on the site, and I don't think it's appropriate. And you can say it's public speech. Well, it is, but wait till there's an action. There will be an action taken from your site. Someone will take an action, okay? And it's not going to be good. And it's not fair for any volunteer. These people are stepping up. They have young children, everyone that's coming on, all right? They have to think of their families too. They're volunteers. So let's work together and let's be better. But this constant attacking just needs to end. But I wish tonight wasn't about that. I wish it was about Skip's still here, the 4 board members that are moving on. I mean, incredible years of service. And Linda, you've always been my mentor, and I know I called you endlessly. What do we do? How do we handle this? And, you've always had some kind words and always guidance, and it was just amazing. And you're really going to be missed. You're the calm of the storm, always.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, yeah. And Skip, we've had our ups and downs, agreements, fights, but it's been fun. I learned a lot from you being president, and I appreciate that. And, always there to talk. And Jack, you're my right-hand man. I call you with everything, and you always answer, which was good.
My wife's going to miss you.
I know. Could be any time, any weekend, night,
Yeah.
or, yeah, but I appreciate that. Thank you. You're really going to be missed. And Cheryl, we did disagree quite a bit, but it's
Yeah.
okay. And, we had mutual respect for each other. And, I appreciate the time on the board. And you're good with policy, and I love the policy, so I appreciate that. And Sharon, we don't have the money quote is all we heard. Well, we don't have the money. Let's do this. Well, we don't have the money. So we're going to miss you, and really going to miss you a lot, Well, thank you for everything you've done. So, all right. That's it. Now we're going to move on to board vacancy.
Hey, Kim, before we do the board vacancies, I just want to make motion for myself. I think I have to do it before she does it, right? Before it's a motion. I just want to motion, before a motion's taken, I want to, because this matter is currently subject to a court order and pending litigation, I'm just going to recuse myself.
You can.
recuse
You
myself.
can
Okay.
say that when
I
we do
wasn't
the
sure if I
vote.
had to do it afterwards or beforehand.
No, it's fine now, and then when
Okay.
the vote comes,
Yeah.
if
Okay,
there's a
that's fine.
vote,
I
you could
just-
just say
okay.
abstain or recuse yourself, but,
Okay.
and you could say up here, you don't have to.
Okay, thanks. I just
Yeah,
didn't
and
know.
in that regard, and in response to the comment, I just wanted to read the pertinent part of the court order that was referenced, just so the board is clear on what it actually does restrain. It says temporarily, so this board is temporarily restrained and enjoined from, 1, administering the oath of office to Carrie Opitz as a member of the Lacey Township Board of Education pursuant to the November 20th, 2025 appointment, and 2, recognizing Carrie Opitz as a duly qualified member of the board or permitting her to sit, vote, or otherwise exercise the powers of that office pursuant to that November 20th, 2025 appointment. So none of the proposed agenda items here are violative of that order.
Okay, thank you. All right, so board vacancy A, motion to rescind. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Recused.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
And Mrs. Claus?
Yes. Okay, now I'd like to call for nominations and discussion to fill the board vacancy, and the candidates are as follows: Jennifer Kleindinst, Regina DeSenza, Carrie Opitz, and John Sotelo. Can I have a nomination, please?
I'd like to nominate Ms. Carrie Opitz.
Can I have a second for
I'll
that?
second that.
Can we have a discussion, please, on
Well, are there any other nominations?
any other nominations? Okay, I'm going to close nominations.
Motion? Or you gonna do?
So
Discussion?
now a
or-
discussion is in order
Right.
on,
So Ms. Opitz, my opinion, she's got 3 children in the district, been here 30-plus years, heavily involved between the schools and the township, and that she's the best person for the spot.
I think so, too. I think Carrie had the best interview. She, you could tell that she really just wants to give back to the community. She's invested in her children going here, which is great. She's already been a part of, I don't know if it's a PTA or PTC, but she was treasurer for 2 committees, I believe. And I think she would be a great candidate, so I do support Carrie in the nomination. Go ahead, Linda.
I too agreed. I voted for, or thought Carrie would be the right candidate for this position. Your focus, or her focus on children, really resonated with me. Ultimately, our priority should be the students of Lacey Township. She consistently emphasized the importance of schools and the welfare of the children. And her comments about changing the image of the board, being more listening to crucial ideas and building a public trust and collaborating effectively with the other board members, that also was an important thing with me when I made my decision. And what really got me is Carrie had said that she had considered running for the board in other elections, but in this particular election, there were 4 great candidates. And so she didn't feel the need because she felt the district was in good hands. And then what the biggest thing, her statement, Carrie made a statement, quote, "I have no political aspirations." And I thought that was particularly significant to me because I believe the school board should operate outside of political interests. So that's why I voted or whatever for Carrie.
Okay. Mr. Bell, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, I think she was the best interview. We had good candidates, but she answered the questions the best, gave us what we asked for. Personally, as a public speaker, one of the things I appreciated was she said, "I'm not a public speaker." And then twice while she was public speaking, a phone went off, and she held it together. So just her ability to work through stuff like that in the middle of an interview where she was already nervous, I think she can sit up here and handle some of the things that we'll have to go through.
I think she'll be a great asset. Okay, should we move on
Yeah.
to the vote? Okay, we're, C.
So is there,
To close the.
Oh,
Kim, can I also just,
Yeah.
I have to make this comment. Our board never agrees 7-0 on anything.
Never.
Anything, and maybe the minutes. And yet, this was a 7-0 vote when we took it the other day, so that, to me, was really amazing. Thank you. I had to share that.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. All right, we're going to
so
close.
now, yeah, nominations are closed.
nominations?
There's only one nomination. So
Yep.
in order would be a motion to adopt the resolution appointing Carrie Opitz to the board vacancy.
Okay. Can I have a motion, please?
Just to confirm, she's not actually coming up here tonight
Correct.
or
No.
anything like that?
Yes.
Can I have a motion, please?
I'll motion.
A second.
Okay, roll, just any discussion, further discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Recused.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
And Mrs. Claus?
Yes. Congratulations again. We're looking forward to it. Okay, all right, now we're going to move on to resolutions, new business. Okay, let's see, we are at A1, meeting minutes. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
I have to abstain, I was absent.
See,
Thank you.
5-0. See, we didn't all agree on the minutes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
And Mrs. Claus?
Yes. A2, list of bills. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes, but I have to abstain on A2. Chesley, Brandis, and Amos.
Okay,
due to
thank you.
conflict.
Mr. Conity?
Yes, but you need to recuse on E2, Gibson, Ormsby, Rath, and my employer, 163 and 161.
Thank you. Mrs. Claus?
Yes. A3 to 4 transfers. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion?
None.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. Finance and facilities. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
What
What
numbers?
numbers?
Oh, A5 to 11?
5 to 11. Do you have a second?
I don't have a second.
I'll
Second.
second.
Can I have a discussion? Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. A12 to 15, tuition and transportation. Can I have a motion, please?
Move.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. A16, policy and regulation. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. A 17 to 18, Hibbs. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. B, donations, and I'd like to thank everyone who donated. Can I have a motion, please?
Move.
Second.
Discussion?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
$4,800.
That's nice. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes, and
Mr.
thanks.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. Programs and curriculum. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. D, professional days and workshops and travel. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please. Anything down there? No? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. E, certificated personnel, E1 through 6. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. F, non-certificated personnel, F1 to 10. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion?
Whatever you need.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mrs. Armato?
Yes.
Mrs. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Conity?
Yes.
Mrs. Claus?
Yes. And no walk-ons, correct? Okay. I'd like to adjourn the meeting. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Motion.
Christmas.
Motion to adjourn.
Move.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.